Ojo, 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 prepárate, prepárate. Porque nos acaba de regalar Mohamed.
This guy you just saw destroying the rim is only 13 years old. I know it might be hard to believe, but 6'10" or 2 meters and 8 centimeters Mohamed Dabone is the greatest prospect in the world right now. He is dominating tournaments where the competition is 3 years older than him. He's holding his own playing against the Europe's best 18-year-olds. So naturally, some are already calling him the Wemby Antetokounmpo mix. Of course, there are some speculations about his age, but for example, this is how Victor Wembanyama played when he was the same age. Dabone might be one of the greatest prospects we have ever seen, so let's break down why he is so special.
We gonna shake on it this time? Yeah, we gonna shake on this time. If they gonna come out of...
Born in West Africa's country Burkina Faso in 2011, sounds weird to even say the number, as this is the same year the Dallas Mavs and Dirk Nowitzki won the title against LeBron and the Heat, and that doesn't seem that long ago. Dabone is currently growing in Barcelona's junior teams. These are last year's clips from an under-15 tournament against other Spanish teams, including Real Madrid. This is the same team that had Luka Doncic in their system, so it's not like Dabone are facing weak competition there. He just makes it look so easy. In the final game against 3-year-older opponents, he was named the MVP as he absolutely dominated all over the court, collecting 25 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Not only he had some eye-opening dunks, but he also showed incredible energy and even the ability to shoot, while these blocks look insanely mean. But almost immediately after the tweets and the videos about this phenomenal kid started to come out, the speculation about his real age started. Naturally, people questioned whether he was really born in 2011. Kids his age are not supposed to do this ridiculous stuff on the court or be trying windmill dunks in the warm-ups. Dabone comes from a small Western Africa country of Burkina Faso, and since there have been many cases of age fraud among sport athletes from that region recently, the suspicions only rose. Plus, people quickly found Dabone's FIBA Free account, where his real age now stands at 17, not 13. However, let me play Dabone's defense attorney now. His nationality is wrong here, and the profile seems to be made simply for a 3v3 under 16 tournament, where you simply can upload the players and set the default age of 16 for everyone. I know I'm not convincing each and every one of you his age is real, but that does not change the fact that Dabone is an incredibly interesting prospect. He is dominating youth tournaments in Spain. He just participated in the EuroLeague ANGT tournament, which features the top 18-year-old prospects of the old continent. There, he averaged 12 points, 7 rebounds in only 17 minutes per 3 games against, let me repeat myself, 5-year-older guys on the court. Kid is just checking his limits, I guess, and I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple of years we could see him representing Barcelona's senior team in the ACB and the EuroLeague. Can he become the youngest ever to debut in the Spanish top division? Because Luka did it at the age of 16 only, while Ricky Rubio held the record for a while, debuting in 2005 while being almost 15 years old. The record, however, is now held by Basala Bagayoko, a center from another African country, Mali, as he first touched the court at 14 years, 7 months old for Fuenlabrada. I wouldn't be surprised if Dabone tops this achievement. He's already 6'10", should continue to grow looking at how his body is structured, and his wingspan is, well, here he casually wraps 5 teammates of his, so I guess it's pretty safe to say it passes the eye test. Also, NBA Draft Room estimated that Dabone has at least a 7'4" wingspan, which would already place him in the top 45 for the NBA in terms of the biggest wingspans. Now, speaking about his quickness, what are we thinking about this drive from the 3-point line and an attempt to take away the desire to play basketball from these Real Madrid kids? 13-year-olds are not supposed to be doing this. Again, in comparison, this is how Wemby moved around the court when he was 14. Of course, Dabone does not have the same amount of skill, but at least in the category of mobility, he has the 14-year-old Wemby beaten. Just look at this steal and the attempt to go coast to coast by himself.
De Mohamed Dabone, que se va hacia el aro. y recíbela.
By the way, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to press like and subscribe to our channel. Our goal is to bring top basketball analysis with some overseas perspective, so don't miss out on a lot of great content. Thank you. Going back to the video, I'm not surprised people are comparing Dabone to Wemby and Giannis, and I think Barcelona understand this too. In the current season, they used their ultra-talented big guy at the power forward position instead of a center, which was the case with him last season. He's learning things such as, let's say, how to play gap defense instead of defending a pick and roll. On offense, we see him trying to understand spacing concepts off the ball, how to move when someone is driving to the paint. So you can kinda see Barcelona are trying to develop Dabone into this all-around guy like Wemby is right now. Because a year ago, he was rim rolling most of the time. He still does that from time to time now, getting easy layups or offensive rebounds after guards misses, but it's not where their main usage of Dabone was. Now, most of the time he wanders around the three-point line. He has shown no lack of courage in shooting threes when the ball arrives to him. Dabone attempted only one three-pointer in ANGT tournament last year in 41 minutes played, while this season we saw already 10 attempts in 80 minutes on the court. He made 3. The fluidity of the shot is there. The mechanics don't look that bad, although the ball does go through the left side a bit too much. But I think you can definitely see the potential of becoming a solid shooter from the outside. Plus, his touch closer to the basket has shown promise. Here Dabone runs to the break and gets a nice floater to go. In another clip, the ball just drops to his hands and he immediately pulls up with an incredibly high release point and nails it. Watch this again. The defender is right there, but he does not jump, and this is a wide open look for Dabone. Later, the opponent switch, a guard stays nearby him, so obviously he gets this board and nicely puts it home off the glass. Soft touch equals a more chance to develop a solid outside shot when Dabone matures. The upside is clear and enormous. Playing power forward allows him to roam freely defensively, and this is just nasty work coming in to help from the weak side. Also, Dabone is not afraid to try new stuff like a post spin fadeaway here. It's a bad miss, but that's part of a long process. We even saw some face-up ISOs from him already. Nothing fancy here, just putting his head down and catching the ball a dribble too early, thus forcing a tough shot. But even if this whole project to turn him into this do-it-all Wemby type of prospect fails, I think we can be pretty sure that Mohamed will convert to a great athlete at the center position, and that's not a bad start. Watch how quick his sprints look like as he's the first to touch the opponent's painted area. It is definitely strange to be talking about a 13-year-old as a potential NBA player already, but the upside is unreal. Dabone's defensive impact makes the most talented kids in all Spain and all Europe be afraid of shooting from the paint. A couple of those had the courage only to get rejected without mercy. Others were so scared they had to try turnaround mid-ranges that didn't even hit the rim. And this next one was an amazing sequence. First, he somehow does not bite on the first shot fake, staying low, so later it's impossible for the guy to avoid the block. After that, he does not want to try again. Dabone's presence forces a pass and it becomes a turnover. Let me remind, this other guy was almost 4 years older than him. That's why we're going to hear the name Mohamed Dabone more and more as we get closer to his possible NBA draft. Although that's not going to happen pretty soon. Dabone will only be available in 2030. It's a long way to go and Mohamed has a long development road ahead of him. But he is definitely the most intriguing prospect in the world as of right now. So let me know what you think about Dabone's potential, speculations about his real age in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.